Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let me see how many VPPRs are in this room. Can you please stand? Okay. Please, thank you. Take your seats. How many of you are attending a COT training for the first time? May I see that? Please stand. Can you stand up, please? All of those who are attending this a COT training for the first time. Fantastic. So those who have been already attended a COT training, can you just lift your hands? Thank you. When I started my Toastmaster career, my first mentor was DTM Leo. So he told me gave me an important message. Saju, when you start your speech, see that you're connected with your audience. And when you finish it, you see that you have managed to move the audience. So from then onwards, I started taking the shortcut. I move my audience by either making them stand up or lifting their hands right in the beginning itself, so that I don't have to wait till the end. Now, you already have gone through the 5 months of VPPR as a VPPR. Now you have another 7 months more. But still, I would be explaining or going through what you need to do, though that may not be very relevant. More relevant would be what you would love to know, what you could change or do better. So obviously, the session following this later will help us to have an interactive session. Role, responsibilities, resources. Identify your role, fulfill your responsibilities, find resources that help you. The first question, among all these what I have put, creating a marketing plan, develop or implement marketing projects, manage recognition activities, supervise the club building team, club sponsors, mentors or coaches. How many of you think creating a marketing plan is a VPPR's responsibility? Good. How many of you think that develop or implementing marketing projects is a responsibility of the VPPR? Very good. Manage recognition activities, recognizing members. How many you think it's VPPR's role? The last one, supervise the club building team, club sponsors, mentors or coaches. How many of you think it is a VPPR's role? If you look at the VPPR roles and responsibilities in the TMI website, the last 5-6 lines says that these are not your responsibilities, and they have put all these 4 lines. So I thought I will share with you. So this is what, just when you get a chance, it is single 1 page. It says roles and responsibilities of VPPR on the TMI website. Now, let us look at the responsibilities. In the club meeting, outside the club meeting, executive committee. Now, before club meeting, upon arrival at club meeting, during club meetings, before verify that information on the website and social media is correct. Order promotional materials. Now, let me ask you, I would say VPPR is one of the most important role in the XCOM. Do you know why? Anyone? Exactly. Who said that? Give her an applause. They are the face of the club. Now, okay, so you publish information into social media, in whatever channels. You can be very, very creative and have promotional materials and distribute it to guests. So that is also one of your roles. And during club meeting, distributing the promotional materials, yes? report results of public relation efforts, what you have been doing. Announce public relation campaigns if you're doing something, and solicit volunteers to help you in this particular activity. Now, outside the club meeting, what do? You publicize the Toastmaster brand. I would say, you just, that word is I really don't like, just publicize. You are the custodian of the Toastmaster brand. You need to protect. Every VPPR should clearly know what are the brand guidelines. There are very clear brand guidelines. How you should use the logo of TMI, whether you can use that logo in connection with any other logo, how, even the contest is coming now, what kind of materials you can print with logo, what you cannot. For example, when you give a trophy for your contest, you cannot put a Toastmaster logo on that, unless otherwise you order it from the TMI. So there are all these, you are the custodian, you are the protector of the brand. So that is very important. Promote the club. I would say, when you say promote the club, you can, with these guidelines in mind, you can go to any medium, preferably social media, it could be meetup, or whatever it may be, according to the region. Maintain the club website, yes, that is also part of your responsibility. Okay, join Toastmaster Moderated Social Network website, which I have already said. Outside the club meeting, promote membership program, but you are not the one you conduct, or it is not your responsibility to do it, but you just promote membership programs, that's it. It is not that you have a clear-cut agenda of this many members. That belongs to the VP membership. Attend club executive meetings, attend other Toastmaster events as much as possible. Well, this is again, like one of my previous speakers said, very important. When you do a role extremely well and complete your term, you have done 50%. But when you identify a successor well in advance and mentor them to deliver that role even better than what you did, that is when you have completed your term 100%. So please keep this in your mind, start working together, mentor them, and create people who can do things better than you. Executive meeting, provide a public relations reports, propose new promotion ideas. So this is what I would say. See, the same slide maybe I would have used multiple times. The same way you have certain things which is said, which other in the district people are doing. But can you be a little more creative? And that is the value you can bring onto the table. Well, there are a lot of resources available related to VPPR. Now, there are many times I come across questions like, what all can we do? What are flyers, newsletters? Now, flyers, yes, that is one way of interacting to create excitement in members. Newsletter, not necessarily it has to be the newsletter, as long as you have news channel to communicate, whether it could be through a WhatsApp, if that is an effective medium of communicating news, that is even fine. But at the end of the day, the objective is you need to reach to your potential guests, potential members about what is happening. Well, any other questions, we will take it during our session. There is a session coming up later. That's it. Thank you.